Okay, it's time for our last session for today. Next we have Pratul Kumar Chakravarty, Senior Practice Manager at Adobe Systems. Pratul will be presenting personalized insights and engagement using customer data platforms for enterprises to make data-driven decisions. In this session, Pratul will discuss the critical role of customer data platforms and enterprise data hubs in helping organizations leverage personalized insights to enhance customer engagement. He will highlight how these tools empower enterprises to make informed, data-driven decisions and maintain a competitive edge in their industries. Please welcome Pratul Kumar Chakravarty on the stage. Right? Okay, sorry.
Hello, hello, hello. Cool. Very good afternoon. Welcome, a warm welcome to all of you for here. And as they say, I think DSC saved the best for the last. I'm really incredibly excited, little bit nervous to be here, but a big round of thank you for DSC to have me here. And my name is Pratul Kumar Chakravarty. I work as a senior practice lead at Adobe Systems. I'll be speaking on the impact of personalized insights and engagement using customer data platforms for enterprises to make better data-driven decisions. I already spoke. I've been with the industry a little bit more about myself. I work out of Bangalore, India, especially flew in for this conference. I've been in the industry for more than 2 decades. I've been building customer data platforms and enterprise data hubs. And just a quick disclaimer, I work on the Adobe's customer data platform product, but I'm not doing a pitch for that product. This is for general awareness, for customers' adoption for this product. I've partnered, again, been fortunate to partner with a lot of Fortune 500 organizations, CXOs, in driving their digital transformation and digital improvement gains. Cool. How many in this room, a quick teaser, how many in this room are data scientists and data engineers or data analysts? I think everyone, right? Can we raise? I have a challenge. How good you understand your data, right? I'll give clues if you are not able to answer. 57%, what does it tell? Tough? Okay. I'll start giving the clue. This is going to be interactive, fun, don't worry. It's related to sports. Okay. The sport is played by a legend from Serbia. Guesses? Super, you are very, very close. The legend is Novak Djokovic. It's a racket sport. It is tennis. I'll tell you what it is. So 57% of the second serve points won across all the matches in ATP men's tennis tournament goes on to win the tournament. That's the correlation metric. You have all the legends there, the Rafas, the Rogers, and the Novaks. I'm not done yet. Now that you have got accustomed, you know that I am a sports guy. I have put the question. Next one. Let me see, on the final day, what's the energy in the room? That was controversial. Okay, any more guesses? No, that's not. But again, this is a different sport. Okay, no? At the Paris Olympics 2024, on the 100-meter sprint, men's, the difference in timing between the first, Noah Lyles, and the last was only 0.12 seconds. You would be thinking why it's important. This is the first time that the difference is so narrow. Earlier, Usain Bolt ensured the gap was at least 0.40 seconds. He would finish at 9.58 or 9.6, and the last would be at around 10 seconds. But this was most historic photo finish. Now, what's the data correlation metric? The data correlation metric is the importance of reaction time, especially in a 100-meter sprint in Olympics and in World Championship. You go on to win the title, right? So that's the metric. That's the correlation. That's the importance. Cool. Now that we had, everybody is pretty engrossed and engaged, let me share some expectation from the session. If you think that you don't know about CDP, don't worry. After the session, you will have at least some broad view about customer data platform. And if you think you are already an expert, then we will, and what's in it for me in the session, you will end up getting more information on how the future looks like and what you can do in the future, as I say, for the next 5 years. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's see the evolution of customer data platform. First, we had the data warehouses and data lakes. Data warehouses stored lots of data, but did not help with actionable insights. Data lakes, again, variety of data types, large volumes, but again, lacked actionable insights, right? CRM, we all know. We have the VP in the rooms, right? All senior folks. CRM had everything, right? From the contact information, phone number, email ID, order, sales, but did not have a customer's 360-degree view. Then we had the DMPs, the cool DMPs, data management platforms. So it specialized in handling anonymous data to help segment targeting, but again, it lacked actionable insights which can be tracked for personalized offering. Did not give the customer 360-degree view. Then we had the customer data platforms. I have been working on customer data platforms for last 7, 8 years, and hence I'm trying to not advocate, but pass on this. What did they do differently? They understood that you don't need to get everything into your platform to make insights. You just need the behavioral data, some event data, and not dump everything, because then it becomes heavy. You need more GPUs. You need a lot of infrastructure to drive actionable insights. You don't need. Out of, say, 250 attributes into your table, you just need 10, 15 attributes. That's enough. So what CDPs did was they provided a unified view of the customer to across multiple data sources, be it your offline, be it your online, web, mobile, social media, right, everything, and understand the preferences and the behaviors for real-time personalization on the fly. You wanted to tailor-made it for the personalization and target your customers. You can better understand your audience. Cool. Now that we understand what a CDP is, what its evolution is, why do enterprises and brands, right? I'm not specifically saying the grade A enterprises, even the small, medium scale enterprises, right? Why do they need a CDP, right? To break down the silos, combine the offline and online data, right? To build unified profile, to get the customer's 360-degree view across the channels, with actionable marketing insights, right? So CDPs provide advanced AI/ML capabilities to drive customer insights, understand the audience segmentation, and create targeted campaigns, right, for upsell, cross-sell opportunities. So be it the customer acquisition, I was posting to one gentleman on the acquisition cost versus the retention cost, right? So be it acquisition, be it retention, right, or further cross-sell, upsell opportunities. User-centric behavior, right, engagement. So data-driven approach for omni-channel customer experience, and all of this with speed, scale, and accuracy. So you can send n billion messages across data points, right, and all secured, right, with data privacy governance at the core, right? Especially like in the Europe, you have the GDPR, and then similarly in the United States and all, right? So I have this multiple conversations with customers, and maybe I didn't mention it. So in my development years, I used to work in the East Coast of United States, and then in the last 10 years, I worked in the Western Europe, London, Amsterdam, Germany, and all, right? As soon as I have this conversation, the first thing I get is, Pratul, how is my data going to be secure? So trust me, this is secure. Even if you think there is PII information is all encrypted, right, through the cloud platforms, and then it is again decrypted based on how it is required. So data is secure, right? Cool, fantastic. So what is this, right? Lot of theory. Let me try to give an example, right? So what is this? So let's give a name to her, right? So let's name her Sarah, right? So what is she imagining? She is imagining her perception of the brand or that enterprise, right, for all her interactions across all the different channels, right? Be it the CRM, the POS system, right, the social media, web, app. Now let me give an example, right? So Sarah is a very fitness freak lady. She gets up into the morning, she does her gym, then she feels that she needs to get some new apparel for her athleisure, right? So she goes, opens the website, her famous, I'll not name, but the famous e-commerce portal. She selects few, adds it into the cart. What happens? She forgets. Why? Because she got a call from work, from her manager, that there is some P1, please look into it, which happens to all of us. She gets busy, goes to work. By this time, the CDP has done its job. Okay, in this case, she is a logged-in user, but the same can be applied for anonymous also, so don't worry, right? So while she's driving back, she's totally forgotten, right? What CDP has done, right? The customer data platform, which is so intelligent, with beneath all the AI/ML advanced prediction, prescriptive techniques, models which are running, right? It has gathered the data, understood it's an abandoned cart user, sends her a push notification where she's driving back, not on her web, on her mobile phone. She opens it, she logs in to the app, mind you, on the app, with her credentials, finds it, boom. She was anyways sold on it. She had selected her size, her apparel. It was just about doing the payment. It's a happy customer. CDP did its job. The conversion was done, right? So absolutely fine. So we understand there is a product. Well, I have been working on this product on this platform, but this is still getting evaluated. A lot of organizations are doing, mainly the enterprises one, but the small and business are probably still trying to think. So like how you get, right, in your first lesson in a B school, there is a product, but is there a market? So there is a market. The market for customer data platform is growing at the rate of CAGR of 40%, and it is expected to be $28 billion, again, primary source data, right, by 2028. So we have done the product market fit. There is a product, there is a market, tap into it. I have shared it. Now we need to understand whether what I'm saying is true, right? Is it something which the big organizations which we all know are working? So let me share some real-life CDP story of biggest brands, right? Amazon, Airbnb, Netflix. So what did Amazon do? Amazon uses a CDP to analyze customer browsing and purchase behavior. With that, it can recommend very high very high personalized product recommendations based on your purchase behavior, based on the past transaction behavior, right? And so on and so forth. What did Airbnb do? Airbnb, again, right, uses a CDP to consolidate from website visits, app interactions, and previous bookings. It allows them to create tailored advertising messages and promotions for different customer segments. So they know their segments, they know their audiences better, they can target them. Netflix. By the way, I'm a huge fan of Netflix, not that I'm not a fan of Amazon or Airbnb, but I think they are the zenith, right? You know what your neighbor is watching. You know what I'm saying. So that is the kind. They are like really there, right? I think many organizations are trying to reach there, but they have set the benchmark, right? So what Amazon does, what Netflix does, right? It employs a CDP to track user viewing habits, preferences, and interactions on the platform. Again, this data is leveraged for them to send personalized, recommended content. I'm pretty sure you all will agree, right? Once they see your watch behavior, they will recommend, right? If you want a drama versus a thriller, you will get it, right? And then with personalized campaigns, promotional offers, and so on and so forth. Okay, now that we have understood this, where is it heading, right? So I've pivoted it around 5 parts, right? While it has its own journey, but the next 5 years will define CDP, right? So one is customer-centric reimagining. So setting personalized recommendations that resonate with the preferences, right? The span, attention span, and people, right, in the space is leading to reduced diminishing span, right? I'll again double click on it, right? Fragmented customer journeys. So when you move from one website to app, right, your journey, the customer journey, should be seamless, like how I gave an example, right? She had seen it on her web, but the conversion happened through app, right? Then demand for hyper-personalization, right? I'll give an example for hyper-personalization and a story, real use case that we did from one of our customers, right? And finally, the erosion of customer trust. So data privacy governance remains the core, right? Whatever use cases you want to achieve, end of the day, if it's not trusted, your customers are going to move away from the brand. Okay, first one, customer-centric reimagining, right? So loyalty in the digital age, be a loyal company, not a loyalty program, right? So what do I mean? What happens is organizations have started so much focusing on the products and the services, they somewhere feel are not able to capture the essence of making your customer very happy, right? So they're trying to release version 1 to 1.1 to 1.5 to 2, right? The GPTs of the world, right? Not trying to say that they're not trying to make it happy. But somewhere that customer touch is missing, and that is why you will see users moving from the brands. Even if you are the best of the brands, you will see customer churn happening. So what do we need to do? We need to elevate your customer's self, not by the perception, but their products and services, right? React efficiently and effectively to the customer feedback, right? The crowded market and diminishing attention span, right? So brands are facing constant consumers with lot of choices. You're spoiled for a lot of choices. So which brand you need to stick, right? And the technology is rapidly evolving, right? Gone are the days when you would like just get the data, consolidate, unified view, use a Power BI, Tableau to get reports. No, you have to drive actionable insights from that. Because if you're not driving actionable insights, it's useless, right? So use AI ML predictive analytics to kind of send real-time personalization, right? In this case, like how I said, right? Leverage IoT, AR, VR, everything, right? To get back your customer. Again, fragmented journeys, the last example which I said, right? So you get it on the web or on the app, vice versa. hold on to your customers' behavior, preferences, and based on that, you can send the message across seamless, across the journey, and then target it, right? Again, not getting into the models because we'll keep it as a black box. Obviously, some very great algorithms are running behind to do the effective AI/ML and predictive analytics. Demand for hyper-personalization. Let me take another example, right? So, and it's again real use case. We did it for one of our customers. So, I was flown to the States, and the customer tells me they're a big energy oil organization. Says that, oh, you guys are Adobe and you build CDP. Okay, how can you solve my problem? Because I don't need a big product or a platform, but I need to solve problems. So we and a couple of our engineers had gone, right? So what was your problem? So they said, so again, we'll take example of Sarah, for example. So she is a working lady, household mother, kids. So she fills gas for her commute to work and other household chores, right, over the weekend and so on and so forth. So she uses the nearby gas station, which is again one of the largest oil and natural gas. But recently, a new convenience store plus gas station has opened very near to the home. Who doesn't prefer near to home? We all prefer, right? So easy. Nobody wants to drive more. So and she's a loyal customer, so she has these loyalty points. And so I said that if she's a loyal customer, obviously, right, everybody wants those points, right? Be it our flights or superstore, grocery, right? We all kind of do those maths. Right? They said, no, but we are still having it. And I'm just giving this example, but this problem is everywhere, right? I have just probably given, but it is across happening with all the brands. So what did we do? So it was a classic case of customer churn. So we sat down, right? It was not just a technical problem to solve. I think it was more around the business and the chemistry with tech, right? So we understood the data, that what is the pattern. We devised a simple but effective solution. We understood from the data that if somebody does not come to the gas station back in 20 days, it is despite you being on some holiday, vacation, more or less the data that said, right? Does not come back, it's a churn, especially for loyalty customer. We said we have to devise a promotional offer, but it's not going to be the same, right? So that is where the engineering and the business work together. We didn't send a promotional offer. We send it personalized with the name Sarah, not saying that you did not fill gas. You did not go for your car wash. So mind you, right? You are using a different medium. And then she gets tempted, oh yeah, it's really 1 month that I have not got my car washed, because the new one does not give you a car wash. That's it. So once she got tempted, she came to the gas station, she filled the gas. When she was filling the gas, so in the United States, you have this L-bar displays. I think it's pretty much everywhere. Personalized, saying, welcome Sarah back, right? On your favorite, because she's a loyalty member and you have the data, you know she likes a coffee and some donuts. So on the coffee, you have a donut free, right? Meanwhile, you can give your car for a wash, right? Nothing like it. You give the car wash, you are anyways waiting, get your breakfast done, rush to the office, and by the time everything completed, she was a win-back customer. We have the data to confirm that it was a win-back customer. Obviously, you take time. We did a similar thing, very recent. My team was involved for one of the biggest, the largest, I would say, without taking the name, the coffee brand in the world. Similar program, loyalty member not coming, similar kind of solution, right? Give an offer, but you can only do it once you have this kind of thing in your, right? So, cool. So that explained it. I went little more deep, very close to my heart, so probably I went with the flow. The last is not the least, is the ethics. Customers are worried about the data privacy and ethical AI. So 57% of customers questions when the brands use data and AI should be used ethically, right? So what do we do? Foster trust by ensuring data transparency, ethical AI practices, clear communication, right? Be honest and clear. Back to sports, favorite topic. So we'll quickly go on the favorite thing, right? So using CDP, 25% increase in viewer engagement, 20% increase in ad revenue, 30% jump in content consumption, 15x surge in total viewership, and 20 distinct feed for various sports in this Olympics. Few more examples. We are near, no worries. How can we win a data science conference and not speak about generative AI? While I have been personally trying to use a RAG method to build some chatbots, I was sharing it with a new friend in the room setting. But let me share some very impactful stories, right? NBC Universal did a GenAI, generate real-time automated powered broadcasting for the athletes, which increased 25% increase in viewer engagement. Athlete GPT for Athlete 365 did it, launched by IOC for this Olympics, a chatbot, which the athletes in the games village were able to get their first round of queries solved. And that's true, right? Because athletes are not tech like you and me. Their main is to run and play the sport. But the first initial chatbot helped them get 5%, and it helped in the reduction of 5 minutes, collectively around 83 hours. That's a huge saving. Volvo has done something on the AI car configuration. Walmart is doing on the GenAI search engine, and Netflix on the driven personalization. Cool. So I started with impact, right? This is the impact, and this is not me saying, this is Forrester saying. So the impact of personalization on our daily lives is 2.2x email open rate, 1.5x employee satisfaction, 2.3x customer lifetime value, 1.9x customer retention, 1.7x customer satisfaction rates, and a whopping 3.1 repeat visitors. That's it. Q&A.
Yes? Do we have questions?
On time.
Anyone?
Either everybody is super clear or it's not clear, but I'll take it as a super clear, but more than happy to...
Yes, we have one question.
I'm just wondering, as we move into a cookieless world, how you're thinking about how CDP is thinking about adopting to that. We talked a lot about, website user journeys and what that's going to look like. When you go cookieless, you can't follow or track that person. So how are you guys thinking about modifying CDP to accommodate that?
I knew that it was coming, and I would have been surprised if this did not come. So when I said, right, if you are a logged-in user, perfect, but if you are not a logged-in user, anonymous, we do it through cookies, right? Luckily, the short answer is that we are, Google has still said that the third-party cookies will allow, so we will continue to track it. But the long answer is that we are trying to use the behavioral data, right? And using, so this is again, the product that we work is again a very patented product. So there is a lot of algorithms which work behind the scenes, so there is a lot of core data modeling that goes on to find that unified profile, right? Say for example, Pratul, based on all my behaviors, it is going to have, there is a lot of stitching that happens in the background to come up based on my online and offline data, wherein it knows that this profile relates to me. There are a lot of computational attributions that happens behind, which knows that it is not a household income or it's not my spouse's or my kids doing it because of the behaviors, right? So it will be able to find that out. But again, as I said, right? It's not a very straight answer, but then we'll have to find that challenge again from a product standpoint. But yeah, there is definitely the way the product is working, the CDPs are working. There are amperities and all, right? And just to answer you, right? So there is a lot of CDPs who do deterministic. So I have worked on deterministic as well as some, right, like amperity, who does a probabilistic stitching as well. So which means with probabilistic, your probability is higher, but it's not 100% accurate, which means it can mistake you to someone else. But I think that's up to the organizations to take that risk and move on. But that's where we do deterministic as well as probabilistic behind the scenes to get the accurate view of the customer.
Anyone else? Well, that's all for today. Thank you very
so
much. This
Thank
is
you.
for you.
Thank you.
On behalf of the organizing
Thank you so
team.
much. Thank you for having me here. Thank you to the Data Science Conference.
And this is our last session for today.
As I
and the last
said-
session for this conference. Hope to see you all next year.
Thank
you
you.
for your knowledge. Thank you for your ideas. And goodbye.
Thank you. Have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye-bye.